In this video, we're going to walk through how the item locations feature works inside of Monolith. So item locations is part of our evidence management feature set inside of Monolith. So to get to this page that we're looking at now, we would come into the left-hand sidebar, and under evidence management, we would click on item locations. And what this does is it lets us keep track of where we're physically storing items in our lab. It lets us track those digitally within Monolith. And when we have this tracked inside of Monolith, that means we can assign locations to evidence and storage items, so that Monolith will track where that particular item is located as it moves through the chain of custody process. So here on the locations page, this is showing all the locations we have set up for our office. So my office is Austin, so this is all the locations that we have set up for our office. And if we open up one of these, I'm going to open up this long-term storage here. Here you'll be able to see tiles with a list of rows, shelves, bins, however you're organizing that room in reality, you can basically recreate inside of Monolith. So you can get kind of like a digital picture of where everything is stored. So if we look at this evidence, say for example, you can see we have items for all the shelves, a secret compartment, and all of that. And once we have this set up, we can start assigning evidence items and storage items to this. And if we click into one of these, you'll be able to see a list of everything that is currently stored there, both evidence items and storage items. So I'm going to click back to locations. And this becomes important when we're tracking chain of custody for both evidence items and storage items. So I'm going to click over to my other tab where I have an evidence item that I'm getting ready to set up. So this is our modal that you see when you go to create a new evidence item. And if we come down here to the intake details, this box right here where it says select location, this is where we can select from all those item locations that we have set up to assign that location to this item as part of the intake. So I'm going to go to evidence, locker, shelf A. I'm just going to go ahead and quickly fill out the rest of this intake detail. And click on create evidence. And now, once we have that initial intake set up, if you scroll down here on the evidence summary, you're going to see current location, which says shelf A, and then the full location path. So if you have multiple item locations within your particular office, the location path is going to give you the office, the item location group, and what shelf it's stored on. And anytime this item moves through a chain of custody process, Monolith's going to update this to reflect where that item currently sits. And the same thing goes for storage items. I'm going to click over to my storage items tab here. And here is a new storage item. I'm going to put this also. I'm going to put this also in one of my storage. And quickly assign this, and then click create storage. And now if we view the storage item, over here in the left-hand sidebar, if you come down in this box here, again, you'll see the current location and the location path. So again, item locations are just a really helpful way to keep track of where everything is being physically stored in your lab and keep that associated with evidence items and storage items. And that is the overview of how item locations works in Monolith. Thanks for watching.